Hello everyone, welcome to Roshan. Today I will start the part 4 of 10 on 10 series. In this video, I will discuss 10 very important questions for NEET and JEE. So without wasting any time, let's start. See the first question. The vacant space in BCC lattice unit cell. Very important, repeated and also a confusing question. How will you remember the vacant space or the occupied space for the various type of unit cell? See the table. Here the occupied space and the unoccupied space for various type of unit cell are given. But the question is, how will you remember this table? Here I give a tricks. The tricks is, you have to only remember the occupied space for the simple cube, that is 52%. Now for the BCC unit cell, that is 68%. If you add 16 with 52, you get 68%. And if again add 16 with 68, you get 74%. That is the occupied space for the FCC unit cell. So by applying these tricks, you can easily remember the occupied space for various type of unit cell. If you remember the occupied space, then the calculating the unoccupied space is very easy. Only here reduction the occupied space from the 100. Now in this question, you have to determine the vacant space or the unoccupied space for BCC lattice unit cell, that is 32%. So the right answer is 32%. So I hope you can easily remember this table with applying these tricks and calculate this type of problem 100% correctly. Now we move into the next problem. Okay, see the second problem. During the electrolysis of molten sodium chloride, the time required to produce 0.10 mole chlorine gas using a current of 3 ampere is. That means here the amount of product at the anode is given 0.10 mole chlorine gas, and also the current pass during the electrolysis is given 3 ampere. You have to determine the time required to produce 0.10 mole chlorine gas at anode. Now see the reaction at the anode. That is 2Cl minus lose 2 electron and produced 1 mole chlorine gas. So you can say 1 mole Cl2 need 2 Faraday electricity, because here the change of 2 electron. So for the 0.10 mole chlorine, that means 0.10 mole chlorine needs 2 into 0.10 Faraday electricity, that equal to 0.20 Faraday electricity. That means here Q equal to 0.20 Faraday. If you convert it into Coulomb, you have to multiply with 96500 Coulomb. Now you have to determine the T. We know the formula is Q equal to I into T. Now the T equal to Q divided by I. That means 0.20 into 96500 divided by the value of I is 3 ampere. So 3, that is equal to 6433.33 second. But you have to convert it into minute. So divide it with 60. So you get 107.22 minute. That means it near equal to 110 minute. So the right answer is 110 minute. Now see the third problem. The solubility of AgCl with solubility product 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 10 in 0.1 molar NaCl solution would be. That means here the solubility product of AgCl in 0.1 mole NaCl solution is given 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 10. You have to determine the solubility of AgCl. Here the AgCl is a weak electrolyte, so it dissociates as Ag plus Cl minus. On the other hand, NaCl is a strong electrolyte, so it completely dissociates into Na plus Cl minus. Now, if you consider the solubility of AgCl is S, then it produced S mole Ag plus and S mole Cl minus. On the other hand, 0.1 mole NaCl solution, 0.1 mole NaCl solution produced 0.1 mole Na plus and 0.1 mole Cl minus. Now, the concentration of Ag plus that equal to S and the concentration of Cl minus that equal to S plus 0.1. So, S plus 0.1. Here AgCl is a weak electrolyte, so S is negligible with considered to 0.1. So you can consider it near equal to 0.1. Now the solubility product of AgCl, that is KSP, equal to Ag plus into Cl minus. The value of KSP is given 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 10. So put the value 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 10 and the value of Ag plus equal to S into the value of Cl minus equal to 0.1. Now calculate the value of S, that equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 9 molar. So the right answer is option 2. Now let's move into the next question. In which pair of ion both the species contain SS bond? This question comes from the p block element. If you see the structure of S4O6 minus 2, that is the structure of S4O6 minus 2. Here the SS bond is present, and if you see the structure of S2O3 minus 2, this is the structure of S2O3 minus 2. Here also presents the SS bond. So the right answer is option 2, S4O6 minus 2 and S2O3 minus 2. Now see the fifth problem. Here the electrode potential during the change from copper plus 2 copper, and from the copper plus 2 copper plus are given. You have to determine the electrode potential during the change from copper plus to copper. Now I will give a tricks to calculate this type of problem. Now see the tricks. Here the copper plus 2 lose one electron and convert it into copper plus, and again the copper plus lose another electron and convert it into copper. That is clear. So copper plus 2 converted into copper plus first, and then the copper plus converted into copper. Here the electrode potential during the change from copper plus 2 to copper is given 0.337 here. Now the electrode potential during the change from the copper plus 2 to copper plus is given 0.153 volt. You have to determine the electrode potential during the change from copper plus to copper. Let we consider the electrode potential during the change from the copper plus to copper is X. So let it X. During the change from copper plus 2 to copper, here the number of electron lose is 2. So the 0.337 multiplied with 2, and during the change from the copper plus 2 to copper, here one electron is loose, so it multiply with 1, and from the copper plus to copper, here also one electron is changed, so X is multiplied with 1. Now write the equation, that is X into 1, that means X, plus 0.153 into 1, that means 0.153, that equal to 0.337 into 2. So 0.337 into 2, that equal to 0.674. So if you calculate the value of X, that equal to 0.674 minus 0.153, that equal to 0.52. So the right answer is option 4, 0.52 volt. Now see the sixth problem. Here phenyl methyl ether react with HI produced. Phenyl methyl ether, that means PHO CH3, it react with HI, that produced PHOH, that means phenol, with methyl iodide CH3I. Here methyl iodide is not present in the options, so the right answer is phenol. Here I give some another equation, those are interrelated. If you react methyl ethyl ether, that means CH3O C2H5 with HI, it produced methyl iodide CH3I with ethanol, that means C2H5OH. And if you react diethyl ether, that means C2H5O C2H5 with HI, it produced C2H5I, that means ethyl iodide with methanol, that means C2H5OH, when the HI is cold and dilute, and if the HI is hot and concentrate, then it produced C2H5I with 2 mole C2H5I with water H2. So remember those equations, and for this question the first equation is applicable, so here the right answer is phenol. See the seventh problem. What is the activation energy for a reaction if its rate doubles when the temperature is rise from 20 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius? That means here temperature rise from 20 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius. For this change of this temperature, the rate of the reaction become double. You have to determine the activation energy of this reaction. That is clear. Now here the temperature rise from 20 to 35 degrees Celsius. That means here T1 equal to 20 degrees Celsius. If you convert it into the Kelvin, you add 273. That means T1 equal to 293 Kelvin and T2 equal to 35 degrees Celsius plus 273, that equal to 308 Kelvin. Now here the rate of the reaction become double. That means K2 equal to 2 K1. So K2 divided by K1, that equal to 2. Now put all these value in this equation. Here K2 divided by K1 equal to 2. So log 2 equal to EA means activation energy divided by 2.303 into the value of R is given, that means 8.314 into 1 divided by T1 means 293 Kelvin, that means 1 divided by 293 minus 1 divided by T2 means 308. Now calculate the value of EA. Here the right answer is option 2, 34.7 kilojoule per mole. Okay, now see the next problem. Name the gas that can readily decolorized acidified KMnO4 solution. Here the color of KMnO4 solution is violet or purple. Now when KMnO4 react with sulfur dioxide gas, the reaction is SO2 react with KMnO4 in presence of acid. It produced K2SO4 and colorless MnSO4 with sulfur trioxide and water. As MnSO4 is colorless, so the reaction become decolorized in presence of sulfur dioxide. Now see the ninth problem. The mass of the electron is given and the Planck constant also given. The uncertainty involved in the measurement of velocity within a distance of 0.1 angstrom. That means here the uncertainty of distance is given. You have to determine the uncertainty measurement of velocity. That means here given mass of electron which is equal to 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg, and also the Planck constant H equal to 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second, and also given the uncertainty measurement in distance, that means del x. Here the del x is 0.1 angstrom if you convert it into the meter, multiply with 10 to the power minus 10 meter. You have to determine the uncertainty measurement of velocity, that means del V. Now put the formula, that is del V into del X, that equal to H divided by 4 pi m. Now you have to determine the value of del V, which is equal to H divided by 4 pi m into del X. Now put the all values and calculate the value of del V. Here the right answer is option 1, which is 5.79 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. Now see the last problem. Which one of the following statement is not correct? That means here you have to detect the wrong statement. Now see the first statement. Catalyst does not initiate any reaction. 100% right, because catalyst cannot start or stop any reaction. Now see the second statement. The value of equilibrium constant is changed in the presence of catalyst in the reaction at equilibrium. It is the wrong statement, because you know catalyst only increase the forward and backward reaction rate by decreasing the activation energy. It has no effect on the equilibrium constant at a particular temperature, because the equilibrium constant only depends upon the temperature, not on the catalyst. So it is the wrong statement. Now see the third statement, which says the enzyme catalyze mainly the biochemical reaction. 100% right. And see the fourth statement, coenzyme increase the catalytic activity of enzyme. It also a right statement. So here the right option is option 2. So here I complete 10 questions of this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Thank you.